Hello guys, a very good evening and a very warm welcome to yet another धमाकेदार फराटेदार and मजेदार session by Embibe. This is Pritesh, your host, your host and a proud educator, welcoming you to this very interesting and amazing topic where we are making the bridge between 7th and 8th. ये जो आज का सेशन है जिसका नाम है ब्रिज कोर्स फॉर क्लास 8 पार्ट 2, ये उन बच्चों के लिए है जिन्होंने अपना ग्रेड 7 क्लियर कर लिया है या फिर जो ग्रेड 7 की फाइनल एग्जाम्स देने वाले हैं, जो अपने ग्रेड 8 में अब पैर रखने वाले हैं. सो यू नो, फॉर एवरीबडी हु इज गोइंग टू एंटर ग्रेड 8, दिस सेशन इज फॉर देम, right? And also for those who have just begun their grade 8, in many schools grade 6, 7, 8 की जो final exams है वो 10th standard के boards के पहले ही खत्म हो जाती हैं. So for those who have started their grade 8 or those who are about to start their grade 8, this session is for all of them, right? So guys, welcome to this session and let us explore कि grade 8 का science का जो bio है, what that holds for you in store. Right? But before we move ahead guys, let me tell you about the amazing beautiful Embibe page which gives you an immersive interactive learning experience, and it gives you completely free of cost and unlimited access to tests, assignments, study material, question, solution, explanation to solution, books, reference books, NCERTs, and that too of any board, any grade, any subject in any language. So make sure that you visit the Embibe page, and also you can download the Embibe app which is freely available on Google Store and Apple Store. Right? With that guys, also do connect with us on Telegram by scanning this QR code. Telegram पर connect करने के फायदे क्या है? That if you have any kind of academic doubt, you can directly ask them from your educators. You also get the updates of whatever is happening on the Embibe Achieve CBSE Class 6 to 8 YouTube channel, and you also get the PDF of the session. So make sure that you connect with us on Telegram guys, and also very important, do not forget to give this video a big fat thumbs up. Come on guys, give this video a big fat thumbs up. Do share this video with your friends and school WhatsApp groups, and subscribe to the channel because it's absolutely free. So make sure that you connect with us on Telegram, on YouTube, and you connect with me on Instagram at on my Insta handle, that is biology with Pritesh. तो मेरा जो इंस्टा हैंडल है biology with Pritesh, उस पर आप मेरे साथ कनेक्ट कीजिए, and there also we can develop a bond, right? So that is all about your different channels through which you can connect with us. And today we are talking about the grade 8 का bridge course part 2. ठीक है? So what all are we going to do in today's session? तो आज के सेशन में हम बात करेंगे सेल स्ट्रक्चर एंड फंक्शन, रिप्रोडक्शन इन एनिमल्स, रीचिंग द एज ऑफ अडोलसेंस एंड पोल्यूशन ऑफ एयर एंड वाटर. हमने जो कल हमने सेशन किया था, दैट वाज ग्रेड 8 का ब्रिज कोर्स पार्ट 1. वहाँ पर वी स्पोक अबाउट क्रॉप प्रोडक्शन एंड मैनेजमेंट, माइक्रो ऑर्गेनिजम्स, फ्रेंड एंड फो, एंड वन मोर चैप्टर वी डिड yesterday. ठीक है? टुडे वी आर गोइंग टू डू सेल, reproduction, adolescence and pollution of air and water. So total you have got 3 plus 4, 7 chapters for your grade 8. ठीक है? There are 7 chapters for your grade 8 in your 8th standard. Bio के there are 7 chapters. Total I think, if I'm not wrong, total grade 8 में you have got somewhere around 21 chapters. 22 chapters है, जिसमें से 7 chapters are of biology. ठीक है? So let us see what do we have in these chapters. Now let me tell you कि cell structure and function का ही एक extension you learn in grade 9. There is a chapter called fundamental unit of life which is an extension of your grade 8 chapter cell structure and function. Then reproduction in animals in detail you learn in grade 10. There is a chapter called how do organisms reproduce. There you learn in detail about this chapter. So these two chapters, cell and reproduction, they are like the founding steps, they are like the stepping stones for your higher grade के chapters. Adolescence is a very interesting chapter, especially for you guys, those who are just entering your teenage. उनके लिए बहुत ही interesting और amazing सा chapter है. And pollution, तो then we talk about pollution in every grade, right? So again, very interesting and important chapter. Now let's begin with cell structure and function. So cell जो chapter है, इस chapter में we learn about what exactly is a cell, how was cell discovered, what are who were the different scientists that had their contribution in discovering cell and the different parts of the cell, and we talk about the cell theory as well. So cell is present in all living organisms and they control the biological activity. They are the fundamental unit of life. तो जब आप ग्रेड 8th एंड 9th में सेल एंड फंडामेंटल यूनिट ऑफ लाइफ पढ़ते हैं तो यू अंडरस्टैंड दैट द सेल वाज डिस्कवर्ड इन द ईयर 1665 बाय द इंग्लिश साइंटिस्ट रॉबर्ट हुक एंड देन अगेन इन 1674 Anthony van Leeuwenhoek observed the living cells and he called them animal cues. And then we also understand about the cell theory which was given by Schleiden, Schwann and Virchow. We also understand about the different scientists who had their contribution in discovering different cell organelles. Like the nucleus was discovered by Robert Brown. Then Camillo Golgi discovered the Golgi apparatus. So Evangelista Perkins coined the term protoplasm. तो उस तरह से अलग अलग scientists at different times in time, different points in time had their contribution towards discovering the cell organelles, right? Like Robert Hooke 1665 में he observed the cork cells or the bark cells of an oak tree and he observed the dead cells and he saw something like this. Now this looks like chotu rooms, tiny rooms, and tiny rooms in the 17th century in Latin used to be called as cellula, and that is how he coined the term cells for these tiny rooms. And later on we get to know that in the year 1674 Anthony van Leeuwenhoek discovered the living cells. Which of these is a cell? So हमारे पास है, this is some kind of a graph, this is a microscope, this is the Chanda Mama and this is my plant cell, right? So definitely this is a cell. In this chapter you also understand the difference between a plant cell and animal cell. So if you look at an animal cell, it is very roundish, it's so beautiful, it's quite roundish in its structure and there are different parts in the animal cell as well. So here you have got, you have got a nucleus, a nuclear membrane, a nucleolus, cytoplasm, then you have got the endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi apparatus, ribosomes, mitochondria, centrioles, vacuoles, right? Then there is the cell membrane. So there are different organelles in the cell. Why are they organelles? Because they are extremely small in size. ठीक है, सो आई वोंट बी टेलिंग यू अबाउट ऑल द ऑर्गेनेल्स नाउ बिकॉज ऑब्वियसली जब हम ये चैप्टर एक्चुअल में पढ़ेंगे तब हम इसके बारे में ज़रूर डिटेल में जाने ही वाले हैं. सो एज ऑफ नाउ आई वुड टेल यू दैट देयर इज अ डिफरेंस बिटवीन एनिमल एंड प्लांट सेल. एनिमल सेल इज अ बिट राउंडिश इन स्ट्रक्चर whereas plant cell is squarish in structure. ठीक है, then drag and drop the names of the plant cell parts to the correct labels. तो ये plant cell है, if you can see there is quite a similarity between plant cell and animal cell also, like it has also got Golgi apparatus, endoplasmic reticulum, nucleus, nucleolus, nuclear membrane, mitochondria, but if you see the vacuole in the plant cell is far bigger as compared to animal cell. So this big thing that you are seeing over here, this is the vacuole. ठीक है, then this one is the mitochondria, then this one is my nucleus. ठीक है, this will be my cytoplasm, this green color thing will be chloroplast which is present only in plants, and the additional cell wall. So cell wall is present in plant cells, cell wall is present in certain bacteria and it is also present in fungi. The cell wall can be made of cellulose, lignin, pectin, or it can be made of peptidoglycan as well. ठीक है, so this is about the plant cell and we are absolutely correct. ठीक है, then so the difference between plant cell and animal cell is that plant cell is a bit squarish, animal cell is roundish. Plant cell has a very large central vacuole, animal cell has small vacuoles. Plant cell has a cell wall, animal cell does not have a cell wall. Plant cell has plastids, animal cell doesn't have a plastid, right? So these are the differences between plant cell and animal cell. एक बार इसे थोड़ा सा पढ़ लीजिए because again this is very important, it forms the foundation of your learning about cells and tissues. So just read them once, I'll give you say a minute and then we'll move ahead. ठीक है, so just have a read. Done. ठीक है, now next is reproduction in animals. So this is the next chapter of your grade 8 जिसका नाम है reproduction in animals, where we understand what exactly is the meaning of reproduction and how reproduction is not an essential life process, right? It is not essential to live, but it is essential to maintain life on earth, to maintain the species population on earth, right? And this is cute elephant with its elephant baby, and it's so very cute and adorable, right? So reproduction is seen in all living organisms, whether it is simple organisms like amoeba who show reproduction by binary fission, or complex organisms like human beings who show sexual reproduction. Ab drag and drop the images of correct parents of the baby sheep. So baby sheep will have a female sheep and a male sheep to give birth to the baby sheep, correct? So this is important to understand asexual and sexual modes of reproduction. Asexual mode of reproduction is where there is only one parent involved, no variation, and one parent give rise to identical daughter cells, right? And then sexual reproduction is where there are two parents involved, male and female, there is mixing of gametes, there is a variation seen, and finally you have the offspring. The chances of success in sexual reproduction are higher as compared to asexual mode of reproduction. So as you can see, sexual reproduction, two parents involved, male and female, mixing of gametes, genetic variation. Asexual, only one parent involved, and there are different ways of carrying out asexual reproduction, जैसे कि binary fission, regeneration, fragmentation, budding, etc. etc. So drag the organism which undergoes only sexual reproduction. So bacteria, it can undergo multiple division. Tulips, they can also have asexual reproduction. Algae can undergo fragmentation, whereas lions can only and only undergo sexual reproduction because they are mammals, right? Tulips भी tissue culture के through asexual reproduction कर सकते हैं. Now, match the organism with its mode of asexual reproduction. तो मेरे पास amoeba है which is a protist. It undergoes binary fission where first the nucleus divides, then the cytoplasm divides, and then the entire organism is divided into two identically looking daughter amoebae. ठीक है, तो यहाँ पर मैं आपको बता देता हूँ कि ये amoeba है. तो amoeba के साथ क्या होगा? So the amoeba will divide into, first the nucleus will divide, then the cytoplasm will divide, right? And finally there will be two identically looking daughter amoebae. So this is the stage 1, stage 2, 3 and 4. ठीक है, whereas हाइड्रा में क्या होगा? आंसर तो यहाँ पर इन्होंने इमेज में ही दे दिया है कि ये बड डेवलप होगा, धीरे धीरे द बड विल डिटैच फ्रॉम द मदर एंड स्टार्ट लिविंग एज एन इंडिपेंडेंट ऑर्गेनिज्म, राइट? तो अगर आप इसके आंसर को देखेंगे तो इट विल बी बडिंग इन हाइड्रा एंड इट विल बी बाइनरी फिजन इन अमीबा. अब बाइनरी फिजन ये जो वर्ड है इसका मतलब क्या है? तो बाइनरी का मतलब होगा 2 एंड फिजन का मतलब होगा स्प्लिटिंग. Splitting into 2 is called binary fission. उसी के तरह we have got one more called multiple fission which can be seen in plasmodium. It can be seen even in amoeba. तो multiple fission क्या होता है? तो जब amoeba के पास insufficient water है, the amoeba will develop a hard cyst around itself, right? And इस cyst के अंदर ही multiple daughter amoeba बन जाएंगे, right? एक दिन क्या होगा? एक दिन ये cyst फटेगा and all the daughter amoeba will be released in water, and that is called multiple fission which is seen in amoeba during unfavorable conditions. ठीक है, ये आंसर देख लेते हैं हम, बिल्कुल सही है. Then when we talk about the female reproductive system, तो female reproductive system में we have got a pair of ovaries, a pair of oviducts, one uterus, one vagina. ठीक है, ovaries, they will release one mature egg every month from one ovary. They are also responsible to secrete the female sex hormones, that is progesterone and estrogen. Fallopian tube will carry the ovum to the uterus. Fallopian tube is also the site for fertilization. Uterus में it is also called as the womb. Here is where the baby develops and it comes out through the vagina or the birth canal. Vagina is also the common passage for receiving the male reproductive organ penis and also for the expelling out of the fetus. Then male reproductive system में we have got a pair of testes, right? These testes are located outside the body for temperature reasons, because testes को sperms बनाने के लिए 2 से 3 डिग्री body temperature कम चाहिए, right? And that is why they are located outside the body in the scrotum. They release the sperms on ejaculation through the vas deferens, which takes secretions from seminal vesicles, prostate gland and Cowper's gland, and the sperm is then called as the semen. Semen is a liquid which makes the sperms fluid. It gives alkalinity to the sperms, and it also nourishes the sperms, right? And then finally the semen comes out through the urethra. Urethra is the common passage for urine and sperms in males, and it comes out through this erectile organ called as the penis. Drag and label the organs of the female reproductive system. So as I told you, female reproductive system, they have got a pair of ovaries, like males have got pair of testes. They have got one uterus, which is also called as the womb, one vagina, which is also called as the birth canal, and this opening of the vagina, this area is called as the vulva, whereas this area is called as the cervix, and this is the oviduct. Okay, we are absolutely correct. And now we move on, sort the life stages of frog in the correct order. Now organisms like frog, butterfly and mosquito, they undergo metamorphosis, whereas organisms like humans, birds, fish or snakes or reptiles, they undergo growth. Matlab ki suppose when a baby lion is born, that is a cub, you will see it has got the same head, same body, same legs, same tail. These only grow in size when it grows as an adult. Similarly, when a human baby is born, it has a head, neck, torso, hands, legs. The same grow in size and the baby grows, right? Similarly, if you see, even a plant, a sapling, it has got stem, leaves, roots. They all grow in size and it becomes a tree. The same organs grow in size. Okay? But in case of a frog, if you see, so this is an early tadpole, this is a late tadpole. Who will look at this and think that it is going to turn into this? You can't even imagine. It's a complete transformation. So what is the difference between growth and metabolism? So growth is the increase in the size of the body parts, whereas metamorphosis is the complete transformation from the larva into the adult, right? तो सबसे पहले आएगा स्पॉन या फिर आपके एग्स, उसके बाद ये होगा लार्वा, राइट? दिस विल बी योर अर्ली टैडपोल, दिस विल बी योर लेट टैडपोल, राइट? दिस विल बी योर यंग फ्रॉग एंड दिस विल बी द एडल्ट फ्रॉग. ठीक है? ऑल्सो द टैडपोल स्टेज ऑफ द फ्रॉग, इट हैज गॉट गिल्स, लेकिन फ्रॉग में आपको गिल्स नहीं दिखाई देते. सो दैट इज व्हाट metamorphosis is the complete transformation from larva into an adult, right? Chaliye. Same happens in the case of butterfly as well. Who will look at caterpillar and say that this is going to become a butterfly? So it is again metamorphosis. Then we come on to the chapter called reaching the age of adolescence. Now adolescence and puberty. So adolescence is a phase of life from the age of 11 to 18, 19. And puberty are just 5 years in that phase where changes in the body happen. उसके बाद के जो बचे हुए 3-4 साल है, that is all adolescence. So puberty is a part of adolescence. Adolescence is a phase of life, जैसे कि old age, जैसे कि infancy, right? So it's a phase of life of 8-9 years. Out of those 8-9 years, 4-5 years are the years where there are changes happening in the body, and that is called as puberty. Right? Puberty starts in girls at around 10-11 and it starts in boys around 11-12, right? Then during adolescence, what happens is that a human achieves sexual maturity. A human achieves sexual maturity. A human becomes physically and biologically capable to reproduce, but he or she is not yet mentally, emotionally, financially ready to reproduce. So your body has just prepared you that okay beta, abhi aap you have turned 14-15 years of age, so you are capable to reproduce. But when you grow mentally, emotionally, financially, when you are ready to have a family, that time you can get married and reproduce and have your own child. But now I am just biologically preparing you to reproduce so that you can now focus on developing yourself as a better human being on the mental level, financial level, emotional level, etc. Drag the models of human life stages and sort them into chronological order. तो सबसे पहले ये नन्ना मुन्ना राई हूँ, देश का सिपाही हूँ, राइट. उसके बाद ये हो गए हमारे बच्चे. फिर प्री अडोलसेंट इज दिस, he is my pre-adolescent, he is my adolescent, he is my young adult, he is the middle age adult, and he is the old age adult. Right? Amazing. है ना? So these are the different stages of life. You don't have to remember all these names, right? So baby, kid, pre-adolescent, adolescent, young adult, middle age, and old age. So you are here. You are here now because you are an adolescent. You are no more an pre-adolescent. Then, when the person is in puberty, that is those 4-5 years of adolescence, that is age of 10-11 in girls and 11-12 in boys, this is the period of many changes. Changes are happening in your body on the physical level, on the emotional level, on the intellectual level, right? Your body is suddenly growing in size, and that is why, you know, जब आप 8th standard से 9th standard में जाओगे, you will see that, you know, boys have grown so tall, girls have grown, right? So there are changes happening in your body on the physical level, on the mental level. You start becoming more body conscious. There is appearance of acne on the face, on the back. You sweat a lot. You start developing hair on the face, on the chest, underarms, pubic region, right? You start developing attraction towards the same sex or the opposite sex. You start developing liking for somebody, right? You're very conscious on how you're looking, how you're smelling, is somebody looking at you, you know, all these thoughts. You suddenly start seeking privacy. You want your own room. You want you know, you want a little bit of privacy from everybody. You start getting irritated at things which you used to not get irritated earlier, and you start getting so happy about things which never existed before. So, you know, thoughts start coming to you. Your behavior changes. You undergo mood swings. All that happens during puberty, and there is only one thing which is responsible for this entire circus, and the name of that thing is hormones. It's all the game of hormones, right? So what are hormones basically? Hormones are chemical messengers of the body which are secreted during puberty, and they are responsible for secondary sexual characters in males as well as females. Hormones are responsible for you know, डिफरेंट काइंड्स ऑफ चेंजेस इन द बॉडी. तो प्यूबर्टी में क्या क्या चेंजेस आते हैं? तो अगर हम फीमेल की बात करें, सो ऑयली स्किन, एंड बिकॉज ऑफ ऑयली स्किन हैपेंस पिंपल्स, राइट, एंड एक्ने. Hair in the armpit region, the eggs in the ovaries, they start maturing every month. Menstrual cycle starts in females. Breast enlargement, fat deposition in the hip region, pubic hair, fat reserves, and hair on the legs. Okay, this all is seen in females. If you see the secondary sexual characters in males, so in boys also what happens? They develop the Adam's apple. The voice becomes very low pitched. Hair in the armpit, hair in the chest, hair on the beard and the mustache, then leg hair, pubic hair, bone growth, and both boys and girls, they grow in size. Their body size also increases. Chaliye. What are the main effects triggered by puberty in the male body? Grab the correct label and drop it in its corresponding place. So chest hair is definitely, that happens in the boys, right? Then you have got facial hair on the face, leg hair on the legs, armpit hair in the armpits, and pubic hair in the pubic region, right? So these are the changes that happen in boys during puberty. And because of oily skin, it attracts acne. Now, as I told you, this entire game is of the hormones. So hormones are chemical messengers of the body which are secreted by endocrine glands. Now, endocrine glands are nothing but ductless glands which are present in different areas in the body, like the pituitary gland, it secretes growth hormone, thyroid gland secretes thyroxine, pancreas secrete insulin, adrenal glands secrete epinephrine and norepinephrine. If it's a male, so the testes will secrete testosterone, and if it's a female, the ovaries will secrete progesterone and estrogen. So different hormones are secreted by different endocrine glands which are located in different areas of the body. Identify and track the correct labels to the respective glands. So adrenal gland is present on top of the kidneys, cap like, thyroid gland in the throat region, and pancreas next to the behind the liver, right? Chale. And every hormone has its own function as well. And hormones are secreted in very less quantity from the endocrine glands and they always act away from the site of secretion. लेकिन ये hormones इतने ज़्यादा sensitive हैं कि any hormone, if it is even a little over or under secreted, it can cause severe disorders in the body. That also we learn that what are the disorders. And because you are in the adolescent age, you are in your growing age, your body needs lot of nutrients, and that is why it's very important that you channelize your body's energy in the right direction, and also you are having a balanced diet. So now a balanced diet includes a diet which is full of appropriate quantities of carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins, minerals, roughage and water. Also, you should focus a lot on eating fresh fruits and vegetables, seasonal fruits and vegetables that are very essential for the overall maintenance of your body, right? And then we come to the next chapter of your grade 8, that is pollution of air and water. In this you learn about what is pollution, what are the different types of pollution and how can pollution be reduced or controlled. ठीक है, like air pollution, water pollution, soil pollution, noise pollution are the different kinds of pollution that are happening, and how do you curb them, how do you control them is also something that you learn in this chapter, that is pollution of air and water. Then drag the scenes to the right box which are more polluted and which aren't. So if you look at this, so this is a nice kids playing in the park, obviously non polluted, तो उसको हम इस बॉक्स में डाल देंगे, right? Then we have got a beach, luckily not polluted. We have got a area which is highly polluted. This one is also full of garbage. This is also beautiful and non polluted, and this is severely polluted by air, right? So that is all about your pollution. Then air pollution is the presence of contaminants in the air that make it unfit for breathing, and this can happen because of burning of fossil fuels, volcanic eruptions, forest fires, burning firewood and deforestation. Now how can deforestation cause air pollution? It is because trees are responsible for absorbing carbon dioxide. If there is no tree, the carbon dioxide level in the air will increase and that will cause air pollution. So that is why saving of trees is very important to have. There are thousands of benefits of having many trees, but then one of them is to control air pollution. Now which of these objects are water pollutants? Select them. So obviously a fish will not cause water pollution, rocks will not cause water pollution, sewage will and silt will, right? So these both are causes of air pollution, water pollution. Then the greenhouse effect. So now there are a lot of misconceptions about the greenhouse effect. Basically greenhouse effect agar nahi hota to the earth would have turned into a cold desert, right? The earth would have turned into a cold desert. So what happened is that billions of years ago the earth was actually a cold desert, there was no life on earth, and then gases like carbon dioxide, nitrous oxide, fluorinated gases, methane, they started developing in the earth's atmosphere. And because of these gases, what happened is that whenever the sun's heat used to come on the earth, it used to get trapped there. It's like a blanket, it will make it feel warm. So out of whatever sun's heat is coming on the earth, very less could go back in space, the remaining would get trapped on the earth's surface, and that made the earth warm enough for life to thrive on earth, right? And that is why there is life on earth, because of the optimum temperature. Now if these gases are not there, whatever heat is coming on the earth from the sun, the entire heat will go off and the earth will again become a cold desert. So we should be very thankful to the greenhouse gases. यहाँ तक तो सब कुछ ठीक है. Problem कब होती है? When these greenhouse gases, they become more than normal, and what happens? The earth's warming, which was very good and nice, the earth's warming it becomes more and more, and that leads to global warming, and that is where all the problem lies. So greenhouse effect जब तक है तब तक सब कुछ चंगा है. जब ये greenhouse effect global warming बन जाता है, तभी यहाँ पर प्रॉब्लम्स होना शुरू होती है. हाय गौरव कासवान, वेरी गुड इवनिंग टू यू. येस डियर, आई टीच यू इन 9th ऑल्सो, आई टीच यू इन 10th ऑल्सो, आई टीच यू इन 8th ऑल्सो. ठीक है, तो जो एम्बाइब का 9th 10th का चैनल है वहाँ पर आई विल बी टीचिंग यू इन 9th स्टैंडर्ड. राइट एंड हमने आई थिंक ट्यूसडे एंड वेडनेसडे कोई 9th का भी ब्रिज कोर्स खत्म किया, जहां पर मैंने आपको एक छोटा सा ट्रेलर दिखाया कि आपका 9th स्टैंडर्ड कैसा होने वाला है. सो मेक श्योर दैट यू वॉच द ब्रिज कोर्स गौरव. तो ये तो 6 to 8 का चैनल है. आप एम्बाइब के 9th-10th के चैनल पे जाओगे तो वहां पर यू कैन सी अ ब्रिज कोर्स फॉर क्लास 9. वहां पर आई हैव गिवन यू अ ट्रेलर ऑफ हाउ योर ग्रेड 9 इज गोइंग टू बी एंड व्हाट ऑल आर यू गोइंग टू लर्न इन ग्रेड 9. तो वो एक बार देख लो तो यू विल बी ऑल सेट. एंड ऑल्सो गौरव, सैटरडे, नॉट दिस सैटरडे, नॉट टुमारो, नेक्स्ट सैटरडे 1st April को आई एम डूइंग एन ओरिएंटेशन सेशन फॉर क्लास 9. Please do watch it with your parents because it's very important. जहाँ पर I'll be telling you how your grade 9 is going to be for all the subjects. How much should you study? आपको कितने hours पढ़ाई को देने चाहिए, कितने hours self study को देने चाहिए, कितने hours आपको मस्ती करनी चाहिए, खेलना चाहिए. Everything I'll be taking care of. So make sure that you watch that session on Saturday evening at 6 o'clock. ठीक है? 1st April को 6 o'clock. Now, टॉकिंग अबाउट ग्रीन हाउस गैसेज एंड ग्लोबल वार्मिंग. तो जब तक ग्रीन हाउस इफेक्ट है तब तक तो सब कुछ ठीक है. जब ये ग्रीन हाउस इफेक्ट ग्लोबल वार्मिंग बन जाता है तभी प्रॉब्लम्स आनी शुरू होती है. नाउ डू यू नो दैट इवन दो मर्क्यूरी इज द क्लोजेस्ट प्लैनेट टू द सन, स्टिल वाई वीनस इज द हॉटेस्ट प्लैनेट इन द सोलर सिस्टम? Why Venus is the hottest planet in the solar system? It is because of greenhouse gases. Venus has the maximum amount of greenhouse gases that makes it so hot that it will, it makes it the hottest planet in the solar system. So that is why greenhouse effect जब तक है तब तक ठीक है. जब ये global warming बन जाता है तभी यहाँ पर problems होना शुरू होती है. Thank you Gaurav. I am sure that you'll have a great time with me. Right? चलिए आगे बढ़ते हैं. And this is a very very interesting question. What role do the greenhouse gases play in our atmosphere? Drag the correct answer. Do they trap the sun's heat inside the atmosphere? Do they block harmful radiation? Do they keep the air within the earth, or they make the earth cooler? Gaurav, what do you think it is the answer? Oh, that's so nice Gaurav. Amazing. So proud of you. Very good Gaurav. Amazing. 100 on 100. क्या बात है गौरव. जल्दी से मुझे इसका आंसर बताओ. आपका तो 8th स्टैंडर्ड कंप्लीट हो चुका है तो यू शुड बी एबल टू टेल मी. क्या बात है. वेरी नाइस गौरव. आई एम वेरी वेरी प्राउड ऑफ यू. Gaurav, can you please do one thing? Can you please send me a screenshot of this on Instagram? And you can send me a message on Instagram at biology with Pritesh, and I just write my Insta handle so that I will put it in my story. I really want the kids to know. So proud of you Gaurav. Do send me a screenshot over here so that I can tag you and put it in my story on Instagram. ठीक है गौरव. चलिए, you have given me the answer to this which is absolutely correct. ठीक है. तो guys, this was your grade 8 का syllabus where you will be learning about crop production, microorganisms, then reproduction, adolescence, pollution, and a lot more. ठीक है. So I hope you guys will show the same love and support, and with your love and support 8th standard is going to be like a cakewalk. It is going to be super amazing, super easy, and we are going to rock it, right? So let's meet in 8th standard with all the josh and all the spirit. Do not forget about the orientation session which is on the 1st of April at 5 o'clock for 8th standard. Make sure that you attend that session with your parents and with your family members because it's going to be super informative, and you visit the Embibe page as well, right? Do connect with us on Telegram, and let's have lots of fun guys. Let's change the way we learn science in grade 8 in the upcoming days. And with that guys, until we meet next, this is Pritesh, your host, your host and a proud educator from Embibe, signing off for now. Take care of yourself, stay healthy, stay happy, stay blessed, and do not forget to keep imbibing. We believe in you.
Keep imbibing. We believe in you.